Hi. Look, his little bed is beside me. I wanna be forever young. Wait, come this way a little. Why is that side like flat and this side right? Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So today we are barefaced. That sounded weird. Because we're going to be doing a back to school look for you guys. I know some people started school a day ago, but it's okay. You can slay on the second day or the second week. It's like completely fine. And you know, when you go back to school, you want to look like you glowed up or whatever over the summer. That's like everybody's goal. That was my goal. I was still fat every single year though. If you guys want to see what look we create, let's get started. So we're gonna start off with, the usual, the eyebrows. I'll be using, the same Morphe palette, 25A. I'll be using the two dark shades. I'm gonna take the Rima Brow Makeover Kits. To clean up my eyebrows, I will be using the Physician Strength Concealer. For school, I don't really like to have a dramatic brow. I don't even conceal them. So we're just gonna leave them like that. So we're gonna move on to the eyelids now. You can always use a primer for your eyelids. If you're saving that cash, it's good to just use your concealer and powder, because we know y'all high school, college students, we ain't got no money. It's a little hack right here. So I'm gonna take the Maybelline Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circles Concealer in Sand to prime my eyes. I'll be using the Colourpop No Filter Concealer since it was not my shade, so there has to be a good use to it. To set them, I'll be using the Sephora Universal Powder. To set mine, I'm going to take the Airspun Loose Face Powder in Rosy Beige. For my eyes, I'm going to do a little something simple with brown and then cutting the crease. So I'll be starting off with the Colourpop eyeshadow single, Little Boat. And then I'll be using the brown shades and the Morphe 25A palette. I'm going to use the Kylie Cosmetics I Want It All palette. And it looks like this. I'm going to take Forever Young onto my crease. Okay, so for my crease, I will be using a mixture of the Colourpop Little Boat and use the brown shade right there. And on my eyelid, I just put on the Colourpop shade. So I'm going to go into my crease line and I'm going to take Party Time, which is like this kind of mauve pinkish color. So I'm going to take the same color and dab it into my lid. So once that's blended out, I'm going to take the Colourpop No Filter Concealer again and put it on my eyelids. I'm going to take Buttercream Frosting, this white shade right here, to highlight the brow bone. And boom! You done. And then I will be using that second shade right there, which is kind of like beige, I guess. So now we're gonna prime. I'm gonna take the Estee Lauder the Smoother Universal Perfecting Primer. This one's expensive, so you don't really have to have this one, but you can use whatever works for you. So I'll be going back with the Angel Roll, my NYX. It also smells good. It smells like perfume almost. That's how you know that shit's expensive. Okay, so for concealing, I will be using the Maybelline New York concealer in the shade Fair. Oh, JK, it's sand. Okay, so I'm gonna color correct. I do color correct every single day, mainly because I hate how dark I am around my mouth. So I'm gonna take the Maybelline Master Camo color correcting pen in pink. For foundation, I'm taking the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, mainly because I don't like to be so full coverage for school. I kind of like to look more natural, in 120 Classic Ivory. And a little hack for this, since it doesn't have a spatula or a pump, this foundation does pour out a lot when you put it on your hands. So what I do is I dip my brush in it, the other side, and I just put it on my face. For foundation, I'll be using,
the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation because it's really affordable and it covers pretty well. It's not like, you know, full coverage, but it gets the job done for school, you know. So going back into concealer, I'll be using the same concealer, the Maybelline New York one.
I'll be using the same concealer. So we're gonna contour now. I'm gonna take the, you don't have to contour for school if you don't want to. The Catrice Prime and Fine contouring stick.
I'll be using the same old Kat Von D Shade and Light palette to contour. But when I don't contour, or like if I don't bronze or something, my face just looks plain. And I don't like that. I want to add a little dimension up in there, you know.
So bacon?
Bacon. Okay, so for baking, we're using the Airspun Loose Face Powder in Honey Beige
and Rosy Beige. Mainly because this is the cheapest baking powder there is out in the streets right now. So
okay, we onto some lashes now.
Now for school, let's take a step back because I like to do my normal lashes. It's okay if you want to do fake lashes for school, you know, like her. I personally don't like that because I'm like worried all day if they're coming off, if they don't look good, if my eye looks two different sizes. So I like to not worry about that and just do my real lashes. So I'm gonna just do mascara, and I'm gonna take the Voluminous Lash Paradise waterproof mascara because this bitch right here is a keeper. Like for real, it's really good, and it's waterproof, so if I cry because of, you know, college, it's completely fine.
Unlike me over here, you know, I like to add, you know, some nice lashes, but simple, you know, not too, you know, full voluminous type shit. I'll be using the Kiss Blowout lashes, and these are the Pageboy ones. These are like my all-time favorite now. Sometimes they do be coming off in school or whatever, but I mean,
just take some lash glue with you.
Yeah, and if not, I mean, it's fine. People can know you're struggling. It's okay. You can't be strong all the time. But before I put my fake lashes on, I will be curling them, and I'll be using the Physicians Formula Organic Wear Mascara.
Okay, so once I'm done with my lashes, a common problem with using mascara, like the mascara gets on your eyeshadow. So I always have a Q-tip to clean it up, and this is why I like waterproof mascara, because waterproof mascara dries so fast.
So now I'm just gonna add the Rocket mascara, just to, you know, add a little more oomph.
My stupid ass, I didn't fucking bake my nose.
Time to remove, you know, this baking powder and get onto the rest of the face.
So I baked around my nose a little late, so I'm gonna leave that. But now we're gonna go on to our lower lashes, you know. So I'm gonna go back into my palette, and I'm gonna mix Party Time and Forever Young.
So I'll be using the same two shades as well. I'll be using Lil Boat and the use of brown for my bottom lash line. And then for my bottom lashes, I'll be using the Wet n Wild Megaprotein mascara.
I'm not gonna add any inner corner highlight because I don't like to be like too much for school, but if you want to, girl, you go ahead and do it.
Now we're gonna bronze, you know, add a little bronze, can't be looking too pale. I'll be using the Colourpop Pressed Powder Face and Afternoon Delight.
I'm gonna take the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I'm gonna highlight. I like to use a very subtle highlight, and that's what I like about the Wet n Wild highlighting powder, and because like the little you use, it can be very light, or the most you use, it can be like a pop-in highlight. So I'm gonna take this highlighter in Precious Petals, and I'm gonna use it very lightly.
I don't like to highlight just because, you know, I like going a little more matte with my look. So for lips, I would just, you know, use chapstick or whatever, but on special occasions, I might feel a little lip gloss could go a long way, you know. So I'll be using the Hard Candy Plumping Serum Volumizing Lip Gloss. It does not plump your lips, trust me, but it is a really pretty lip gloss.
I'm taking the Fenty Beauty Fenty Glow Lip Gloss, and for real, lip gloss really helps because it's a more natural approach. Also, what I really like about this lip gloss is that it takes away the foundation lips, which not a lot of lip glosses do.
So now we're gonna set, because you know, gotta go through the whole day of struggling and stress and crying, maybe, possibly. So I'll be using the Milani Make It Last 16-hour wear setting spray.
I'm gonna take the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus in Coconut.
This right here, this what you see is what we came up with for this back to school look. It has a little glam here and there, but a little subtle, not too over the top. You're gonna go get your education, so you don't need to, you know, be all out there and stuff. But it's just something simple and easy that you could do any morning, whether you like feeling it or not.
For real, let's ignore my hair because I don't know what it's the bun. It was perfectly straight earlier. And the bun really messed it up, so let's not.
But at least your face looks good, so you know.
Thanks, how you know.
Exactly.
It's a typical morning. Your hair doesn't want to do what you want it to do.
So you don't gotta distract that with your face. In this video, we had, you know, some helpful hacks, some tips, and everything that you guys could, you know, pick up on.
Some tips and tricks
up our sleeve. I hope you guys use them. Don't forget to like, comment what you did like, what you didn't like, what you want to see. Also, don't forget to subscribe. We got some good content up in here that you will like. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram and add us on Snapchat. See what's going on in this semester of school life, you know. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Until next time.